Hello folks, welcome back to another episode of Tale Or Not, and today's story comes from Mr. Dallin9. Huge shout out to Dallin9, by the way. He says that though the UP has almost brought every project proposed to life, there may never be a modern coal-fired steam locomotive on the main lines ever again. Which is kind of the purpose of the project, because diesel fuel prices in the early 80s were insane to their standards, and Big Coal was wanting an old faithful customer back. Though he does believe the locomotive proposed, this never saw anything out of paper. A three-axle truck at one point was even proposed with, at the time, a standard diesel electric three-axle motor truck to go under the firebox. They were drawing up plans for potential locomotives, and the committee shelved a lot of the ideas. They did get funding to acquire and modify a Northern Greenbeer class locomotive, which that locomotive went to pull the chassis steam specials later sidelined at a museum. The system for controls was later extracted and replicated in the UP's steam program. 4014 is working on a new and improved version of that system that allows for PTC. Alright, so the whole idea is to have a steam locomotive be restored to still be coal-fired. And this is the point of the video, by the way, where we determine whether or not this is a tall tale or not. So the first thing that comes to mind is like six axle trailing truck on a steam locomotive is kind of silly to begin with. And why would you have to modify an already perfectly fine coal-fired steam locomotive to have a larger trailing truck when it already burns coal just fine? Like, in most cases, like, you start screwing with things that were designed a certain way, they end up not working the same. Most of the time not working as good. So in my opinion, they would just restore a steam locomotive as is. So I'm going to assume that this is a tall tale because of that. But let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Anyway folks, now for the moment you've all been waiting for, was last episode a tall tale or not? The answer is yes, it was a tall tale. But anyway folks, I hope you enjoyed this season of Tall Tale Or Not. This is our first season, and if you're wondering why we are starting the season over on New Year's, it's because I can't remember when I started this series, and I don't really feel like having to remember from here on out. So we're now just basing it off of New Year's. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and as always folks, see you next year, and see you on the rails.